everyone, this is a short video to show you how to add the ePortfolio shell to your workspace. So as always, you want to log in to pebblepad.pdx.edu, and using your Odin ID, you're going to go in to PebblePad. Then you're going to find your workspace. You should only have one or two. If you've been teaching for a while, you might have different ones. For example, this is my morning class this year. I have 2 FRINQs this year. And what I'm going to want to do is go to resources. Now, resources are the things that you give to students, you provide for them. And remember that Atlas, this blue side of PebblePad, let's go back for a minute. So I clicked on the blue dot to get here, right? And I found my course. This side, the blue dot, represents the learning management system aspect of PebblePad. And it's like D2L a little bit. The reason that we want you to use this, particularly for ePortfolios, is because our assessment coordinator has a much easier time harvesting all the ePortfolios on the back end when she randomly selects them, and is able to provide them in one environment for the ePortfolio reviewers who come after the end of the academic year to participate in our portfolio review. So she has asked that all FRINQ faculty please use PebblePad if you're at all able to. So that is why you would have your workspace in PebblePad, which we have created for you. And now I'm showing you where you would put the ePortfolio template. So you go to resources, and you see I've already put it here. What I can do is I can take it out. Oops, no. I don't want to get rid of the whole panel. I want to edit this. So I'm just going to really quickly take it out and put it back in and show you how to do that. Okay, you want to remove that? Yes, I do. So let's say that, okay, so now I go back, and now I want to add a resource, and I've already downloaded the ePortfolio template from the FRINQ faculty resource page, which is also a workspace, just like this one. So it's like a class you're enrolled in, but not really. Hopefully I'm teaching you helpful things, but you never know. So here's the FRINQ template that I want to use, and I select it. Now, when you do this, you want to be, I think the best way to do this, you don't want to say view. You could say copy. The best thing to do is put copy and submit. And here's why. Because if you click on copy and submit, it means that simultaneously, when your students download it and it becomes an asset in their store that they can work on the other side of PebblePad, then, so, the resources will be copied when the workspace is duplicated. Okay, so don't worry about that part. But so I'll show you what I mean. So, yeah, this is all good. All right. So if it's successfully saved, oops. Okay, because I'm in management and I'm adding it. Now, if I go back to the class, pretending to be a student, oops, and you see there it says copy and submit. When I click on this as a student, it's going to copy and submit immediately to their asset store. I'll show you what that looks like. When they go back to PebblePad and they look in their assets, it'll be the first thing that's downloaded. And voila, there it is. they can go into it. See how it says this asset has been shared for assessment? And that means that it's been shared with your website for the rest of the year or the rest of the time that you're working on it. I mean, with your workspace. So that means they don't have to share it again. Every time that they work on it, it will update real time in your workspace. So that's the good news. And usually, like this has nothing in it yet, but when my student goes in and starts to fill in these different components of the portfolio, whatever I assign to them to do, when they start to go in and work in that part of the portfolio, it'll automatically update in my workspace. Now, I'm not going to look at this portfolio until the end of the term. So they can be working on it right up to the time it's due. And once it's due, that's what I'm going to be grading them on, if that makes sense. So that's the cutoff point. If I say Friday by 5 p.m., then at 5:01 p.m., theoretically, I could go in and start grading and assume that they're done with it. And if they're not, well, we can have that discussion. There is a way in PebblePad to pause an assignment so that they can't do anything more. I've never had to worry about that. If I say, especially fall term, they're so eager to get out of here and get on with their work, get on with their festivities. So it's not a problem. So anyway, they end up with this template and then they can fill it in and put down, something about, oops, I don't know why the spacing got off on that one, but they can get in here and write about everything that they have to say about whatever goal is, or whatever they're doing. On this page, I believe I put in instructions, and how to get rid of this page. If you're not using it in your course, don't worry about it. Not a big deal. You don't have to. The freshman inquiry ePortfolio, as it stands, is 4 goals, 2 assignments to each goal. That's the bare minimum, plus reflections. It can be 1 year-long reflection, or as I have it here, a reflection for each term, right? You can do it however you want to do it. If you want to change it, you can change it. And I'm happy to help you with that. But anyway, that's how you would do this. And let me know if you have any questions.